Speech-to-text, text-to-speech project in Turkmen language. The main purpose of the program that will be created is to develop a mobile application for adults or for visually challenged people. This type of software is not available now. We're planning on using the existing accessibility features in Android and iOS mobile operating systems, which is specifically designed for this purpose, making it easier to use. One of the biggest tasks to implement the program is to prepare a text-to-speech engine in the Turkmen language and make it available to public for free. It is intended to create a model in Turkmen language and make it open source for the public. Any individual, group, or organization can use this model and engine if they want to add a text-to-speech feature in Turkmen language in their future projects. A special UI interaction method has been developed for the mobile application, which as a result, the application does not require to have any buttons, menus, or other elements on the screen. The application can be used with a joystick, and it is enough for the user to swipe right or left from anywhere in the screen to move to the next or previous item, as well as to swipe down to enter a menu and swipe up to exit. We are planning on adding calls, messages, news, and radio application for the program at the beginning.
Swipe right or left to navigate between contacts. Mom selected. Swipe up to call, swipe down to navigate back. Father selected. Swipe up to call. Calling father. Confirm action by swiping up again. Calling father. Swipe down to cancel. Father selected. Call selected. Message selected. Object recognition selected.
The users of the program, by only listening and interacting, as above mentioned, will be able to select the contact number to call, listen to received SMS text messages, and frequently updated news articles, as well as to radio channels. The API documentation of the modules will be published for those who would like to implement or add these modules to their new or existing mobile apps. In the future, if any company wants to transfer its services on the mobile apps to these types of UI, they will be able to implement them at no cost, without being dependent to anyone, fully open source. Steps of the project. 1. Prepare a dataset of about 15,000 sentences in Turkmen language from books, news articles, or diaries. These sentences will include names of people, cities, and places. 2. Based on this dataset, prepare the recorded version and develop a program using Python to prepare the dataset in CSV format. The program will display the text to be recorded and asks to speak to the microphone. After the speaker has spoken, recorded voice will be saved in WAV format, trimmed by removing the empty spaces before and after, and saved along with the text in CSV dataset. 3. Once the recording program is ready, a male and a female speaker will be recruited to carry out a process of reading and recording the text in Turkmen language for about 25 hours each. 4. Develop and train a tachytron model based on the acquired datasets. 5. Install, deploy, and test the created model for the Turkmen language to the Mozilla TTS and prepare the API service. 6. Prepare the core of Android and iOS apps. They will be prepared for the UI interaction in a universal way. 7. Prepare the mobile modules such as radio, calls, SMS, news on the existing API within the created program. 8. Design the content and branding elements for this project. Create a logo, colors, patterns, and a visual language. 9. Publish the app on Google Play Store and App Store. Create a website and brochures for marketing purpose and launch the project. 10. Launching a portal that contains the API documentation for developers, including FAQ and other related technical information. Result. Our solution addresses the need for text-to-speech TTS synthesis in Turkmen language. Currently, visually impaired and dyslexic people in Turkmenistan cannot use screen readers such as JAWS, NVDA screen readers in their native Turkmen language due to the lack of TTS voices for Turkmen. As a result, visually impaired people in Turkmenistan experience deprivations in terms of access to education and access to technology. Because of the small market size, Large software developers do not prioritize developing such technologies for disabled people. In addition, to visually impaired and dyslexic people, the development of TTS technology for Turkmen will benefit a wider population, their access to digital learning, and electronic books. The solution we're developing will serve as a platform for creating additional TTS-based web and mobile services